Welcome everybody to another World of Tanks replay. My name is Maxwell and this one is from the user. Just bear with me while I butcher the pronunciation of his name. Klabasa. We'll say Klabasa. Thank you very much for sending the replay in, Klabasa. And he's driving the T-32 on a standard battle on Redshire. T-32 being a Tier 8 heavy tank for the Americans. So it's an American double whammy this week. We had the Pershing earlier in the week and now the T-32. T-32, pretty damn good heavy tank. Got a decent hit point pool, good maneuverability, very, very strong turret armor with the upgraded turret. Gun leaves a little bit to be desired, especially when it looks like he's using the not... Is that the stock gun? It's possibly the stock gun. 170mm of penetration, 240 average damage. And he does have 2 marks of excellence on this tank. But yeah, not using the top gun on this thing. Maybe prefers the rate of fire of this one. But 170mm of penetration can be very, very difficult to work with at Tier 9. And almost impossible at Tier 10. Luckily, this is just a Tier 8 battle. So straight away, going to be heading over to the far right-hand flank here. Taking it a little bit slow because his support is lagging behind just a little bit. Once the rest of these tanks catch up, he pushes forward again. I'm going to take cover behind this rock and see who we can find. Looks like the enemy team being a little bit cagey as well. So nobody's really shown up. There's a lot of allies in the river and around the other side of this hill for some reason. Not really sure what those guys are doing there. They're probably going to get picked off by the enemy team on the hill. Klobasa finds a T-34, his premium counterpart, Tier 8 heavy tank for the Americans as well. Well, that one is a premium, has a much, much bigger cannon than Klobasa has. 248mm of penetration and about 400 and some average damage. Takes a hit right in the face. I think that one was probably high explosive ammunition. Nope, that looks like that one was actually from artillery. Looks like the T-34 fired and bounced and then the artillery hit him square in the face. One of those M44s. Got a couple of 100 hit points off him. So Klobasa just deciding that this one isn't going to go particularly well and falls back. He'll allow his KV-4 and T-34 allies to have some of that instead. Finds a Hellcat way across the way. Going to try and get a shot onto him. That's going to be a difficult one at this range. It being over 550 meters. Has his shot, but it looks like he hit the Comet. Luckily, he didn't do any damage to the Comet, but he did hit him. Has another shot at the Hellcat, and that one just goes slightly wide to the right. As you can see, the reload on this gun is very, very quick for a heavy tank. Gets the hit and gets the kill. So very, very quick reload for a heavy tank, so that may catch some people by surprise. I know some people do like the low-tiered gun on the T-29 just because of the reload speed can catch people out, and that may be what he's going for here, but it may just be that he hasn't researched the gun yet. Takes out the VK-2801 as well. Now he's going to move back towards his own base because the team is getting very, very heavily pushed on this left-hand flank. You can see everybody in and around that castle just working down the last few remaining people who are left alive. And there's already a couple of tanks in their back line on the A line. There's that Jagdpanther and that VK-3002. This game's actually progressed very, very quickly. Only 4 minutes in and the score is 6 kills to 10. The IS-3 on the far left-hand side doing his best to stay alive. Klobasa finds the VK, gets a good hit onto him, bounces a shot in return. He's got just about enough gun depression, although he does have to come mostly over the hill. Hopefully this VK isn't going to have enough to get another shot onto him. He doesn't. Takes him out for kill number 3. Looks like the VK decided that trying to back up was the better course of action here. What he probably should have done is accelerate and try to get behind these houses on his left, because there's no way he was going to be able to back off in time with the speed that he reverses up a hill. Now he's going to try and get some shots onto this KV-85. It looks like the Vultures are descending on this A43 that's now been taken out. Can he land another shot on this KV-85? He can indeed. Reload speed of this gun really doing good work for him now. Gets a beautiful prediction shot on that KV-85 as he faded away. Was able to track where he knew he was going to be. Take him out for kill number 4. Now he's going to have to try and get in and around the hill here. Get himself some cover from that far left-hand flank from the 1-2 line, which is where the majority of the enemy team seems to be. He knows exactly where the Jagdpanther is that was on the airline. He's now up in the trees, as is this E25. Jagdpanther thinks that it's time to go ham and decides to go charging in. Sees that he hasn't got the support from the E25 that he thought that he might. He takes a hit in the face and backs off. Now the Vultures start descending, but a great shot on the T-34-3 to take him out. Jagdpanther is still backing off. You've got a little bit of time to reposition. Best thing to do when you're one of the only tanks left is just keep on moving. You can't afford to sit still because that's the point where you get flanked and taken out. Going to go for the Jagdpanther now because he is a one-shot as the 112 comes charging in. Going to back off and try and lead him forward. Can use him as cover from the E25 on the hill. Gets a great shot through his cupola. Now he's just got to duel with this guy a little bit. Going to try and keep him between himself and this E25. Looks like the E25 has the high ground though. Takes the tracking shot from the 112. 112 backs off. Can he go for the low plate? He can indeed. So it looks like the terrible armor penetration of this gun isn't doing him bad at the moment. Takes out the 112 for kill number 7. And he's just single-handedly evened the score at 13-13. Excellent little play there by Klobasa. Taking on 3 tanks at the same time. Taking out 2 of them. More like taking on 4 tanks at the same time, taking out 3 of them, and this E25 is now running for the hills, which to be fair, you can't blame him. The thing is fast, agile, and flies like a UFO. Is completely invisible at range. If I was this E25, I'd probably be heading over to the 9 line, getting a camping spot up there, and trying to get some shots onto this T32. T32 having a look around, still thinks he's on this hill, but to be honest, he's probably long gone at this point. He has been spotted now. He's going to try and get some cover. There we go, taking some hits. That E25 probably miles away at this point. T34, the allied T34, looks like he's staring down this Black Prince. I'm not really sure how much health that T34 has. Can't see him at the moment. E25 is a one-shot at this point, and now we play the waiting game. Klobasa just going to hang around here, hope that the E25 tries to relocate and makes a mistake. But to be honest, he has the advantage at the moment. So Klobasa telling the T34 to move, but he says he only has 49 hit points, and the Black Prince is shooting gold. Black Prince is charging forward, and he takes out the T34. Now the advantage is back with the enemy team. 13 kills to 14. What's probably going to be happening now is the E25 is going to be waiting for the Black Prince to make his move. Black Prince, not really sure how many hit points he's got. But this E25, if he's smart, should wait for the Black Prince to flank around one side and then come around the other side. He has the speed and the maneuverability, so he really doesn't have to make himself a target. He does get spotted out. And I don't think the Black Prince is that fast, which means that the E25 is making a move towards the cap circle. So Klobasa decides to fall back all the way to the airline. Going to swing around behind these rocks and take up a hiding position. I'm just going to speed this one up because this is a little bit slow to develop, as you can imagine at this point in the game. 7 kills, last remaining ally against a Black Prince and an E25. Going to take cover behind these rocks. He's got cover from the left-hand side. Finds the E25. He's going to be flying down off the hill. Klobasa got to be careful. He fires and gives away his position, but can he land another shot on the E25? All he needs is one hit. E25, not really sure why he's made a beeline for the cap circle. Unless the Black Prince is pretty much here. All Klobasa has to do is flank around the side of this building. I'm not sure he's even been spotted out as his sixth sense hasn't gone off. Takes out the E25, and now we get spotted. So the E25 actually had no idea where Klobasa was. That's probably why he made that move. Bounces a shot on the side armor from the Black Prince. Black Prince has over 1,000 hit points left. But the Black Prince does less damage than the T-32, but his armor can be trollish. Their cannons are pretty comparable. Their armour isn't. So Klobasa has to play this one carefully. With this ridge here, though, he get into a beautiful hold-down position, which is what he looks like he's done. This Black Prince doing... Nope, I was going to say doing the smart thing of trying to charge him down, but he's not. He's actually reversing, when really, with Klobasa being in this hold-down position, he really should have came charging over the top of this hill to try and take him out. As it is, he's just going to back off slowly, and Klobasa's just going to put shot after shot right through his front armour. And this Black Prince has thrown the game away. To be honest, he could have come over the top of the hill there. Got shots on the armour. I'm not sure what he's thinking he's going to be able to do here. As he's backing off, and he can't land any damage. And there's nowhere for him to go. I'm dumbfounded at the moment. And Klobasa just toying with him a little bit before his last shot. And that is the kill, and that is the game. So awesome replay there from Klobasa, picking himself up 9 kills, 4,000 points of damage, and coming up with the win for his team at the end there. So awesome replay from you. Thank you very much for sending that one in. Don't forget, guys, if you've got yourself a great replay, send that into replay@screenreality.com. Link for that's in the description. I've been Maxwell. This has been a World of Tanks replay, and I will catch you guys next time.